Okay, looking at this problem, I think there was something similar on yesterday's homework, and I think I'm gonna do it something like that. I'm gonna set equal to 0, so I'll get 0 is equal to 1 minus 2 sine squared theta, but this is just really cosine 2 theta, so we got cosine 2 theta is equal to 0. When is cosine 2 theta equal to 0? Well, it's when 2 theta is equal to pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2, and so far and so far. So it's basically pi over 2 plus k pi. And I'm going to solve for this. I'll say theta is equal to pi over 4 plus pi over 2 times k. I'm just going to double check the answer, make sure we're good. Oops, in the given interval. Oh, that's awkward. So between 90 degrees and 270, but like equal to 90 degrees and 270. I guess I can change this to degrees. This is 45 degrees plus 90 times k. Okay, so we want to be between 90 and 270. So that's going to be in the second and third quadrant. So we can do 45 plus 90, which would give me 135 degrees. That'd be in the interval. You can increment the k to 2, but that would just put us in the third quadrant. So we get 45 plus 180, which is 225 degrees. And there's our answer. Anything else would be outside of that interval. Number 33. 33, we get 3 sine squared theta minus cosine squared theta. Actually, this is equal. This is equal. You have to get everything into sine or cosine. It doesn't matter, but I feel like it'd be easier to get everything into sine. So we say 3 sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta. Move the sine squared theta over. Move the 1 over? Maybe? Okay. So I get 4 sine squared theta minus 1. And this is difference of 2 squared, so I get 2 sine theta minus 1 and 2 sine theta plus 1. Set equal to 0. Solve each one. You get sine theta is equal to positive 1/2, or sine theta is equal to negative 1/2. This is going to be one of those, like, it's a bunch of answers. But anyways, I'm just going to continue. So theta, when is on the interval from 0 to pi over 2. Okay, 0 to pi over 2. So we're in the first quadrant. When is sine 1/2? Sine is 1/2 at pi over 6. When is sine theta equal to negative 1/2? Well, technically, we're 0 to pi over 2, so it's the first quadrant. So it's never equal to negative 1/2 in the first quadrant. So on to the next problem. Number 35. 4 sine squared theta minus 1 equals 0. What? We just did this. Am I going mad? 2 sine theta minus 1, 2 sine theta plus 1 equals 0. Set each one equal to 0. Sine theta is equal to 1/2. Sine theta is equal to negative 1/2. I'm not particularly happy with the set of problems we have here, but we'll go with it for now. What quadrant are we in? We're in the third and fourth quadrant. Third and fourth quadrant. Third and fourth quadrant. And when is sine 1/2? Well, sine's never 1/2 in the third and fourth quadrant. When is sine 1/2 in the third and fourth quadrant? That's going to be a pi over 6 answer. So it's going to be a 7 pi over 6. And a 11 pi over 6. I believe that's correct. I'm going to double check. Oh, they want to be in degrees. Again, this is 30 degrees, so we get 210. 30 degrees. This is 330. Oh, not bad, not bad. All right, on to 37. Just moving along. 37. 2 sine squared theta. Theta is equal to cosine theta plus 1. We want to get everything into cosine. So we'll say 2 times 1 minus cosine squared theta is equal to cosine theta plus 1. I'm going to distribute, so 2 minus 2 cosine squared theta is equal to cosine theta plus 1. I'll move everything to the right. So I get 2 cosine squared theta plus cosine theta. And then finally, I will get a minus 1. Yeah, minus 1, because I'll be subtracting 2. Hopefully this factors. I don't think it does. Interesting. Oh, okay. No, duh. This should have been at cosine. There we go. That feels better. All right. So this should be 2 cosine theta. This has to be cosine theta. We want the middle term to be positive, so this has to be plus 1. This has to be a minus 1. We set this equal to 0, so we get cosine theta equals 1/2, or cosine theta is equal to -1. When is cosine theta equal to 1/2? It's going to be the first and fourth quadrant. So theta is equal to pi over 3 plus 2 pi k. And theta is equal to 5 pi over 3 plus 2 pi k. Perfect. Cosine theta equal to -1. That's going to be at theta equals pi plus 2 pi k. Double check the answers. This is problem number 37. 37. Let's see, pi plus 2 pi k. Pi over 3 plus 2 pi k. Yep, looks good. On to 39. We're moving along on these guys. It's like we're going too fast. 3 cosine theta minus what? I don't know. I'm so confused. Is it a typo? If I have 3 apples and I subtract off an apple, I have 2 apples. So cosine theta equals 1. When is cosine theta equal to 1? Cosine theta equals 1 at 0 plus 2 pi k. Alrighty, on to 41. Okay, excuse me. We haven't seen one with tangent in a while, so I got tangent theta minus sine theta equals 0. No idea what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to give it the old college try. I know this is sine theta over cosine of theta minus sine of theta equals 0. I'm going to write this as a single fraction and say sine theta minus sine theta times cosine theta all over cosine theta. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to factor out the top. And I know this is going to be like, whoa, what's he doing there? All right, so I'm going to factor out the top, and I get sine theta times 1 minus cosine theta. And this is all over cosine theta. Okay, equals 0. Okay, so the first thing I have to do, I have to have some caution. I can't divide by 0. So if I get an answer where cosine of that angle is 0, it can't be an answer. But I don't think I'll have that problem. All right, and then when I have a fraction is equal to 0 when the numerator is equal to 0. So I'm going to set the numerator equal to 0, and I'll set each factor in the numerator equal to 0. So I'll say sine theta is equal to 0, and 1 minus cosine theta is equal to 0. Sine of theta is equal to 0 at 0, pi, 2 pi, and so on. So if I want, this is going to be 0 plus, pi times k, or k pi. Cosine theta equal to 1. Cosine theta is equal to 1 at 0 plus 2 pi k. So like this kind of overrides that. I hope that makes sense. So therefore our answer is, let me double check our answer. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. Oh, in degrees. So 180 degrees. On to 43. Moving along. 43. 43 is 4 sine squared theta is equal to 4 sine theta minus 1. This seems like a pretty straightforward one, but maybe we'll have some difficulties. So I get 4 sine squared theta minus 4 sine theta plus 1 is equal to 0. I'm going to factor. I believe this factors. I believe this is 2 sine squared theta plus 1 minus 1 and 2 sine squared theta. Oops, 2 sine theta. 2 sine theta minus 1 equals 0. So I get sine theta is equal to 1/2. Let me just double check. Yeah, that looks good. When is sine theta equal to 1/2? Sine theta is equal to 1/2 at pi over 6 plus 2 pi k and 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. Done. Let's see. Oh, in degrees. Yeah. I'm going to say yes. Sounds good. All right, 45. Just moving along. We're making good time. I feel like I'm going too fast, or yesterday's problems were harder or something. I'm not sure. Equals 3 sine theta plus 2. I'm going to go ahead and bring everything over. 2 sine squared theta minus 3 sine theta minus 2 equals 0. Oof. Does this factor? Oh, yeah, it does. It does. 4 and 1. Watch, I'll show you. 2 sine theta and sine theta. This will be minus 2 over here to pick up a negative 4. See, this will give you a negative 4. And if you put a plus 1 here, then that's how you get the negative 3. So I get sine theta is equal to negative 1/2. And sine theta is equal to 2. When is sine theta equal to negative 1/2? Well, it's going to be at the pi over 6, but we're going to be in the, jeez, what number am I doing? I don't even know what number is this, 45. Yep. This is going to be pi over, let's see, third quadrant, 7 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. In the fourth quadrant, 11 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k. Excuse me. 45. I don't see 45's answer. I see 46 answer, but no 45. I'm just going to say there's 48's answer. Oh, 45. 7 pi over 6 plus 11 pi over 6. Okay, good. We got it. We got it. All right, on to 47. Tracking along here, making really good time. Let's see, sine squared theta plus cosine 2 theta equals cosine theta. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to get oof. Yikes. Okay, because of this, we have to get everything into cosine. We can't get everything into sine because we have that. That can't get into sine. But these other things can get into cosine. This would be 1 minus cosine squared theta. And this would be 2 cosine squared theta minus 1 is equal to cosine theta. Let's see. So I get 2 cosine. Oops. This and this will combine just to be 1 cosine squared theta. So we get a cosine squared theta. The 1's are going to cancel out. I'll bring over the minus cosine theta. I'll set this equal to 0. I'll factor cosine theta and I get cosine theta minus 1 is equal to 0. And then I set these equal to 0, cosine theta is equal to 0, or cosine theta is equal to 1. We've done this before. This is like the pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2 and 5 pi over 2 and 7 pi over 2. So this is pi over 2 plus pi k. When is this 1 down? This one's a little bit harder. This is 0 plus 2 pi k. Checking my answer. 0 plus 2 pi k or pi over 2 plus pi k. Yep. Perfect. 49. Yeah, I'm going to quickly look at this. I'm not excited with this word problems. What is the maximum depth of the river? I'm going to take a pass on that word problem. Let's look at 51. This might be my last problem. Oh, we'll see. 51. This is 2 sine squared theta plus the square root of 2 minus 1 times sine theta equals square root of 2 over 2. Yikes. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to distribute and hope for the best. Let's see, 2 sine squared theta plus rad 2 sine theta minus sine theta. And I'm going to move this guy over. Minus rad 2 over 2 equals 0. Okay, I like that. I do. But there's going to be like one trickiness here, and I think I might be better multiplying both sides by 2. Okay. Like personally, I wouldn't multiply both sides by 2, and I would know what to do here. But I think I'm going to try to help out and multiply both sides by 2. So I'm going to do that, eliminate fractions. So multiply both sides by 2, we get 4 sine squared theta plus 2 rad 2 sine theta minus 2 sine theta. Ooh. No, I want that. Minus rad 2 equals 0. I just got rid of fractions. It wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. All right, so now I'm going to group factor by grouping because there's 4 groups. And be careful, this should be add minus. Factor by grouping. Okay, so the first one I can factor out at 2 sine theta. And I'll have a 2 sine theta plus rad 2 left in there. All right, and then I'm going to subtract off a negative. I need to subtract off a negative, so minus 1 times 2 sine theta plus rad 2 equals 0. And then if you notice, if you're good with factor by grouping, this and this are the same, so we can factor that out. So this would be 2 sine theta plus rad 2. All right, and then what's left in the first? If I take this out, this guy's going to be left. So I get 2 sine theta minus 1 equals 0. I like it a lot. And then set each factor equal to 0 and solve. So I'll get sine theta is equal to rad 2 over 2. And I'll get sine theta is equal to 1/2. Are we solving in radian measures? Okay. So, oh, and by the way, this was negative. I'm sorry. All right, so then I get theta is equal to, so this is a pi over 4 one, and it's going to be in third and fourth quadrant. So it'll be 5 pi over 4 plus 2 pi k, and theta is equal to 7 pi over 4 plus 2 pi k. And then for this guy, for the 1/2, it's going to be pi over 6 plus 2 pi k, and second quadrant, 5 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, plus 2 pi k. Here's all my answers. I'm going to double check them just for good checking. Let's see, pi over 6 plus 2 pi k, 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi k, 5 pi over 4 plus, perfect. Let's go one more. Let's go one more. I'm like a little bit on a roll. Little bit. I will probably not be able to do this problem. Let's see. 53. I got 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to, minus cosine theta equals 3/4. You gotta get everything to cosine. But we know 1 minus sine squared is just cosine squared. So I can say cosine squared theta minus cosine theta minus 3/4 equals 0. Do we want to get fractions? Get rid of fractions? Yeah, don't mess with fractions. I mean, it's still factorable and stuff, but I don't know. 4 cosine squared theta minus 4 cosine theta minus 3 equals 0. Wait. Does that work? 6 and 2. It works. All right. This is going to be 2 cosine theta and 2 cosine theta. I need to make a minus 6. So this is and I need a plus 2. So this is my plus 2, and this will give me my minus 6, and that's how I get that negative 4 in the middle. I mean, ultimately, just guessing and checking. I don't really do that like weird AC method or whatever method you might have been taught earlier. So then I get cosine theta is equal to negative 1/2, and I get cosine theta is equal to 3/2, but this could never be true. So when is cosine theta equal to negative 1/2? It's negative 1/2 in the second and third quadrant. So that'll be theta is equal to something over 3, 2 pi over 3, plus 2 pi k, and theta is equal to 4 pi over 3 plus 2 pi k, but I'm going to check my answers. 120 degrees, yep. 240 degrees, yes. 60 plus 1 is 240, yes, perfect. I'm done. 22 minutes, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. I felt like this one was easier than the previous day. I don't know. I think the previous day was using all this like double angle stuff. This one was a little bit more straightforward. I don't know. Thank you.